altitude in the Alps, it kind of feels normal because, you know, there's civilization around, whereas here it's just this one hotel and, you know, miles to the nearest village and stuff. It is just barren. You know, you're driving up from the airport, you come through the lava fields, easily over 3,000 meters of climbing every day. It is unique. Everyone that comes here knows we're here to work hard and, you know, do everything as best we can. So I think the process isn't necessarily enjoyable and it's hard, but then the outcome is generally worthwhile.
You need to pause a bit. It's pictures or video?
It's a video, but... Who's funnier out of you two?
He likes dad jokes, I like mum jokes. So far the experience here has been memorable.
Some people just can't help the way they are, can they? Just accept him for who he is, you know, it's not his fault.
Yeah, Rowan is of course TT specialist. TT specialists are different anyway. They need to be in the zone, no? So we go a long way. He still doesn't speak Dutch. He became a few times world champion. I didn't. Maybe someday. Ooh, shaved legs.
Thought I'd better add, eh?
What do you use?
The manliest thing you can get, you know?
Venus for women, yeah.
Yeah. Nice pink one,
Yeah.
big one with loads of little blades and gel and, you know.
Okay, Capitan.
Oh.
We come up here most years in April and May, and the April camp's usually a mix of the Giro group and the Tour group. And this camp in May is always the core of the Tour group.
It's nice without G and Theo, no? More coffee for us.
How do you make the perfect coffee?
Perfect coffee, not here.
Cuyato is someone that I've always loved racing with, loved being around, really look up to. And yeah, I always really enjoy racing with him. I think he's achieved so much in his career and is someone who, more so for his human qualities, that I really aspire to be like.
What's your best memory from the tour?
The last one I did. Hacking it in on stage 12 at the feed zone. The most memorable moment.
That's got to be taking your first yellow jersey.
I think that and the team time trial. Was it stage 9?
In that same year.
Yeah, when you guys were 7 seconds up with what, a K and a half to go and lost. Sorry, we were technically.
What was that? Beating Team Sky was your best moment of the tour.
Yeah, by point, what was it, point 7?
I think Rowan is really unique. I really took pleasure in the reaction that he got at the end of last season, because I knew how much he valued the team and how much he wanted to be there for his teammates and not for himself. And I really enjoyed the rest of the world seeing that. Rowan's a great teammate because he just goes and keeps going. He's one of the best bike riders in the world, without doubt.
What could I do, Tim, sport-wise?
What's your physical?
Ironman, there's no way I'll do
You're a
that.
good swimmer. Get out of the water with the best of them. You'd smoke them all on the bike.
And then I'll just hobble my way to the finish.
And you just need to run a marathon.
What would you be?
I would like Formula 1, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Weightlifting.
You're way too tall for that.
My first Tenerife camp was in 2018. It was really the first experience with the GC guys, basically. All the climbers were up here, G was up here. I learned a lot from then on, and I developed quite a lot since I was here for the first time. So I would say that this place changed me in a good way.
I think Dylan is one of the smoothest and strongest as well bike riders in the world, actually.
So I'm doing a little taster menu tonight for the guys up here in Tenerife. We do this sort of every camp.
You boys even got dressed up for dinner. Beautiful.
Do you have your shoes at least?
Yeah, kind of. This is jamon, goat's cheese and tomato.
I always wanted to go to Heston's restaurant. Cheers, mate. Yeah, happy birthday, Dylan. Yeah,
Just in
Dirty 30.
How many?
Why are you going into 30th year, buddy?
closer.
People come here on the mountain to see this flower and taking photos, and it only grows here in Teide.
Are you the tour guide for Tenerife now?
Yeah, I've been here for 9 times already, so I know some things.
Do you think it sometimes gets a bit boring for you guys during the day?
No,
we're always busy.
Always busy, yeah. Yeah.
we're really busy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We go for coffee?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Cake?
Cake. Okay. Coffee, cake.
Put the most, Man United. Put the most, Man United. We are Arsenal. We are going to finish 9 in the Premier League.
Bit of light football banter in the morning.
So this is Masca. We come from the north side of the island, up from a town called Buena Vista, and that's a 12k climb, just a normal climb, not too steep. Gets up to that point up there, which can be very, very windy, as it was today. And then it's a 4k, very steep climb up out of Masca. When we first met Teo, we recognised how much talent he had, how much ability and passion he had for the sport, and he was at the first launch of Team Sky. It's an incredible story, really, to see him go from there into winning a Grand Tour with the team. He's on track to ride his first Tour de France. I think it's going to be exciting to see his journey over the next couple of years.
One interesting fact about me is I'm very boring. Whenever the bank does those security questions, what was your first school? What is your mother's maiden name? What is your date of birth? It says that on Wikipedia, mate. You know, when you're with those people that matter most to you and away from kind of anybody that even knows about the Giro, then it's just you, and you just look back and think, oh, that's incredible memories. And I think the biggest thing I learned last year was just how special it is to be in your best condition. I think that we take that for granted. I think looking back, I just think, wow, it was incredible when the stars align, and that's of course what you work hard for, to have that again, really.
Who is it going to be counterproductive for to do a team effort?
Hunter. I'm pretty rooted. There any Strava segments that we need? I think
Don't even start.
If we sit on 300 watts, I'm sweet.
What's up today? Why?
I'm just tired.
How are you doing, G?
Fabulous.
Then-
Always feel better when Rowan's.
You're lying. Everyone likes it when I don't feel good. Don't know why that is. Teo?
Yeah.
Shed some light on that one? Can you shed some light on that one?
Yeah, no.
Many of the key moments in the tour happen at high altitude. So the mountaintop finishes or the high mountain passes are all, above 1,500 or 2,000 meters or even higher. Acclimatizing to the altitude is really important. It's not super hot, is it? 22 degrees or something. What does your Garmin say?
24.
Well, what efforts were you doing?
Horrible ones. Oh, Kerry's a bastard. A bit of threshold, zone 3, and a bit of capacity, times 2. Lovely, huh?
Rowan's quiet today.
Yeah, but he'll smash us in the last effort, just watch.
Richie came to the team in 2012 and was a key part of Bradley's tour win in 2012 and then Chris's first couple of tour wins. And he's the best in the world high mountain support rider. But at the same time, he can win stage races. Finished third in the Tour himself last year, which was his best Grand Tour performance.
How would you describe Rowan?
Unique, talented. You just couldn't ask for a better teammate because he's got incredible ability and talent, and he's incredibly committed and determined to do his job better than anyone can do in the world, really, for his teammates and for his leaders.
Do you ever tell him that?
I probably not as often as we should. Yeah, good question.
All my memes. Problem is, a lot of them are inappropriate.
What are your tattoos?
This one is a dog, and I gave him Ball to play with.
Who is this dog?
It was the best one in the book. I was 18.
Cool.
Persevere on my wrist is actually for a foundation called Cycle for Sam. They support the Women's and Children's Hospital and terminally ill kids and their families. So
How did you hear about it?
it was one of my teachers that liked me. It was rare, but it was his son Sam that died at 4 from Niemann-Pick. They're either living hours out from town and just give them places to live and support them a little bit more and make their lives a little bit easier, because most of these diseases, well, they're terminal.
So there's a side to you that maybe a lot of people don't see.
Maybe. I don't usually let on to that side, to be honest with you.
We're doing a lot of hours on the bike, a lot of, crazy and hard efforts, just getting ready for the tour. It's been great so far, and yeah, I love it.
He's lucky, no?
Lucky, yeah.
Yeah, I think the most important thing working as a team is communication, looking after each other, and no real egos. Knowing each other helps, really. Obviously, in any team you're going to have the strongest and the weakest rider. There's always going to be points where somebody's struggling a bit more and needs that extra little oomph. The main thing is you're all in it together and look after each other.
So we're 5 weeks out now from the tour. Just finished the training camp in Tenerife, and they're ready to race.